Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Casual Report, Thursday, the 21st of May. Joining me, as always, is Bama Lama Jammer is in the house. How are we, James?
Good. How are you?
Living the dream, mate. Birdie tells me you have an important match in Rocket League tonight.
About an hour and a half time. Yes, we've got our first.
I have two questions, James. Are they going to turn up?
I don't know.
And if they do turn up, will they be good?
Or will they be cheaters?
Cheaters.
No.
Cheats.
We slapped this team 3-0.
Oh, is this the team?
Yeah, that's the team.
Okay, cool.
So if they, I'm hoping they turn up because I don't want to have victories of just forfeits.
Yeah.
I'd rather they turn up and we lose.
I know what you're saying.
But they were a bit adamant to actually arrange the match, but they have. So 9 o'clock tonight.
Twisted their arm. Have you been in the lab?
Yesterday, yeah. I can't. We're not underestimating them. That's
Yeah.
the game.
So the worst thing you can do is go in expecting a victory and get slapped 6-0. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Cool. Joining me and James today is another James. Bish is in the house. How are we, Bish?
Good, thank you, man. How are you doing? You okay?
I'm living the dream, mate. Living the dream.
Living that dream, mate.
Birdie tells me you've been streaming Terraria. Is that right? You're still on that?
No. I don't, as I said to you last week, last session, I don't even know what you're on about. No idea what the game it is.
May have heard of it. Game called Terraria. Bish likes twitch.tv/ what is the thing? What is it, Bish? Bish _casual.
Bish_casual.
I will remember that one day.
Good work.
Yeah,
well done.
Cool. You okay? Have you been playing anything else or just been slapping Terraria?
Just been slapping Terraria, mate.
Awesome.
I'm addicted to it.
Mm-hmm. I will.
Just one of those games.
One of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it's only cheap in it, so I may venture into it myself one day. I'm probably not going to, but we'll see.
Thoughts there.
Yeah, thoughts there.
Exactly. Thought is definitely.
I'm up for supporting the indies. Is it an indie? Isn't it? It would be.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, technically. I mean, it's massive now, but it's like Rocket League's technically an indie. Minecraft is technically an indie developed game.
An indie developed game, yeah.
Shall we get... I'm your host, JT, as always. Shall we...
Yeah, forgot about you.
Yeah,
mate.
forgot about me. I'm just chilling. Shall we go into the news, boys?
Mm-hmm.
A few stories today I want to get through. However, I have a few quick ones here. The SNES games and the NES games dropped yesterday. I don't know if you've been playing. Have you checked them out yet? Have you had a chance to check them out?
Were these what we discussed last Casual Report?
Pounded upon, but no, I haven't played it yet.
No, well, there's one that's really good. I think you'll like it, Jam, called Panelled Upon. It's like Tetris Attack. I think it's a reskin of Tetris Attack.
Yeah, I know the game series, but I've never played it. At the time, when I found out this existed, I was playing Puzzle Fighter on the PS1. I know it's before that, but
yeah, I was balls deep in it yesterday. It's pretty good, to be fair. I thought it's just a heads up. Check that out if you can. What else are we up to here now? Let me have a mooch. Yeah, that. Do you remember the Gears of War 3 build on PS3 we saw yesterday? On
the dev kit.
Yeah, it is. They have. I'm not sure I've confirmed this, but I'll just say quick that they have confirmed that is the tech test. An Epic representative told Kotaku that the footage is a byproduct of Epic's internal Unreal Engine 3 testing process, which has utilised both Gears and Unreal Tournament, and was never part of an actual PS3 product.
Do we believe that?
Yes.
I mean, Gears of War 3 was just on the precipice of Epic, the deal Epic had with Microsoft, so maybe they were like, oh, this deal's expired, we can just put it on PS3 now. Possibly that's the case.
Maybe.
But I believe either way, and it's just one or the other. It's not nice one to say, do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Bishop.
Yeah.
You a man who's familiar with Scott Pilgrim?
I am.
Did you play?
I did. I played the game. Yeah, it was really good.
Did you like the
Great game.
I did like the game. Yeah.
Did you play the game, John?
I did play the game.
Well, you annoyed you can't play it anymore because of licensing issues, or?
It's on my PS3. Can I not play it anymore?
You can't download. I couldn't do. I didn't buy it. You see, I just played it.
I've
with
still
you,
got it on my
I think.
PS3. Yeah, but a limited run, like patching it and like slapping it out again.
Well,
That's
Brian
Nice.
Lee O'Malley, I think that's how you say his name, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, tweeted out, bring back the Scott Pilgrim game, hashtag, and Ubisoft with the in my
Oh yeah.
It's just something to think. It's it's not by no means a confirmation, but it's just something to think about, and something I'd be buzzing for. I'm not sure about you two. I'd be buzzing straight away.
Yeah, that'd be really good. It'd
Yes.
be really good to see that. Obviously, that's just Ubisoft being Ubisoft and just
Little
playing with
teasers,
Twitter.
mate.
But I mean, obviously, because I wouldn't look into that particular tweet too much. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean, it would be great to see another Scott Pilgrim game, definitely.
It into existence. We can just say a sequel or a remaster or just a port will do with me.
The port will do it. It doesn't need remastering.
Yeah, and apparently, Anima, who does the music for it, Jam? Is it Anamaguchi? Is that the? You've linked me some of the stuff on Spotify before. Anima.
Yeah, I know I have.
Anima, whatever. They were asking last year if anyone's got a copy of the PS3 version. Don't know what they want a copy of. I'm sure they bought the game because they had. I'm saying, but we'll see. Anyway, another quick one for you. Quite a lot of this video going around. You guys remember Mafia 2? The definitive edition dropped. Apparently, it's not in a good
about this.
state. A lot of videos. I'm using James Nicol 1985 on Twitter over here. He's fuming. I can't believe it's real. Definitive edition, apparently. It's just a quick one.
Doesn't look that great, does it?
Be careful.
It looks terrible.
Our advice is probably to lay off this until they patch that up.
Yeah. The backdrop with Final Fantasy 7 looks better.
I mean, it's definitely a bug, isn't it? It's got to be.
Definitely a bug. Bishop, are you
Yes.
a Kerbal Space Program man?
Not me personally, no, but I know a lot of people that like it.
A lot of people like it. A lot of people are fuming. Well, not fuming. I'm sure they're very understanding because the second one's been delayed, obviously because of Corona.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a statement on the official Twitter account saying that they're struggling to meet the deadline of the.
It seems to me like a lot of companies are obviously having this issue, and rightfully so. Obviously, it's it's a worldwide issue going around.
Yeah, it's totally.
And if you're a studio, then it's tricky. Yeah, it's very difficult to be able to release games and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. This whole situation isn't going to go just like that. With a click of a finger. It's going to take a while. So I really hope to see these teams kind of figure out ways of being able to work on the game on games in the future. And still be able to cope. Obviously, it's going to be harder. But
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I hope so. I hope that works out for them, and not just in gaming. And we're talking about everything. In film, obviously in film it's very difficult because obviously you need to be close to stuff. I don't when you're acting.
On the news now about how they're going to do it.
Yeah,
Emmerdale are back filming apparently.
Are they actually?
Oh really?
And obviously very little bits.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Do you have anything to add, James, or you just chilling on that? Is that
never played Kerbal Space Program, but it does. It's interesting.
It's a very PC game. A few of my mates like it. Were big PC
guys.
Yeah.
Andrew played it, and
Horse Andy likes it. It's a proper Andrew game, isn't it? Right. What have we got here? Are you guys familiar with the Embracer Group?
No.
They are the parent
company
company of THQ Nordic, Saber, and there's another
Deep Silver.
Is it Deep Silver? You are right, I think. Yeah, Deep Silver. It's just another one. This is mental. I found this insane. They have 118 games in development.
This is kind of crazy.
69 of them unannounced. This is the financial report they've released today. I think it was today.
What was it for the next 20 years?
That's like, how the... Right, listen to me. If one of them isn't Time Splitters, I'm going to go absolutely mental. Because the THQ got the rights back, haven't they?
It's Time Splitters 1, 2, 3 through 118.
Yeah.
69 maybe, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll be all over that. Bish, I'm sure you will be as well.
Obviously.
Of course you would, mate. That's just a quick one there for you. Living that dream. What else have we got here? Jam.
What?
If I told you Amazon released a free-to-play game today, would you be aware of that? or would that be brand new information to you?
I'm aware of the game. Wasn't aware of the release.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, and I'm sure Bishop, you were in the same boat as well when you saw that drop today.
Absolutely in the same boat. Yeah.
What are we? There seems to be no marketing push for this game at all, and it's really confusing to. Do you know what I mean? To the because
the consumer.
Yeah, the Twitch numbers are. I clicked on an advert. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
So
Amazon. What's the game called? Crucible.
Crucible, yeah.
Crucible is called. Yeah.
Now live on Steam. After an unexpected delay, because remember it getting delayed.
You do realise it's not free to play.
That's what this article says. Andy Chalk from PC Gamer.
It is free to play because I'm actually downloading it right now on Steam.
Why is it $32.99 here?
Is that a special version or something?
Oh no, okay, that's Alpha Hunter Founders Pack, right? That's basically if you want.
It's all the extra stuff that you.
That's the one you've bought, Bishop, obviously.
Yeah.
The launch trailers here. Are you looking forward to playing it, Bish, or are you?
So I spent about half an hour or so just researching this and watching a bit of gameplay and trying to figure out what this game's about. So it's the best way I can describe it is it's essentially it's kind of a. Did you ever play Evolve?
Yes.
The game that flopped massively.
Funny story about Evolve.
Go on.
Can I just interject 2 seconds? I liked the idea of Evolve. When you played the team, when you played the game with people who weren't being dickheads and playing it properly, like medics were being medics.
It was good fun.
You know, like ranged people were being ranged. It was really, really cool. But people were just running around with, and it's like, come on, mate.
So I played Evolve. I played Evolve at a game show. One of my very first game shows. Yeah, and I had the best time ever. I met some new people, and I had like my whole team beside me. And I was one. I can't remember which character I was. I was like a hunter or something.
Yeah.
It was such a good experience to be able to play with people beside me and try and fight this incredible evolving monster. Right. Played it for properly online. It was terrible. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of a insight into what we were talking about last casual report, which was kind of about like the couch co-op stuff. But yeah, so this game essentially is a little bit like Evolve. It's got a bit of an Evolve twist to it. Essentially, you kill monsters around the world to level up and stuff like that. Right. And essentially, you kind of have to capture command points and get, and that's how you win. You capture control, command points. So as the game evolves and goes, and continues, you get stronger and stronger. You level up further and further, and you get new abilities and stuff like that as the game goes on. It seems to me like the game goes on for quite a long time, probably about 40, 50 minutes. It reminds me a little bit of a
match goes on for 50 minutes.
Around 40 to 50, I think.
That's not bad. That's cool.
I watched 30. I watched about 30 minutes, and the game hadn't finished. So the thing that I noticed is it's also got a bit of a MOBA feel to it.
Okay, I got that myself.
But yeah, the maps are a bit big. But the thing that I noticed as well was there was quite a few bits of. It doesn't seem like the game's 100% well balanced. And I think this is one of the reasons as to why people are having such issues with this, and of course, obviously, the fact that they just haven't marketed it whatsoever. So
free,
yeah,
can't really complain.
I mean, obviously, this is just my opinion from like 30 minutes of watching some YouTube and stuff like that, and watching some actual gameplay of this. But yeah, it looks good fun to play. I'll report on this next week because I'm gonna play through a little bit of this, and I'll report back to you next casual report.
I'll give it a download.
I might join you as well. We might stream it.
We'll try it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe a
Possibly.
stream. Yeah, so we'll give it a go, and we'll see how we feel about it. I don't want to jump into sort of my opinions on it too much without giving it a proper go. But yeah, those are just my initial reactions.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I might give it a go, but I'm totally agree with you. Jam, do you have anything to add, or are you in?
It looks like Overwatch Battle Board.
So you're not in.
A bit of an Overwatch feel.
I see
what you mean.
I'm obviously not going to judge it by its cover, and I will give it a go. I enjoyed Paladins, to be fair, but a lot of things, everything's kind of merging to one because it's not something I pay too much attention to. Is like these first-person shooter games got these outrageous powers and stuff like that. I just like shooting people.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hugh's in the house.
All
How are
right.
Hugh? Next story.
We will be Hugh. We will be Hugh. We did it last week.
Just a quick one next. The free game on the Epic Game Store now is Civilization 6.
Civ 6, yeah.
Bishop, you played this game. Did you play this game?
Wait, this is free?
Yeah, it's free now. On
I'm
Epic
really
Game
annoyed.
Store.
I bought this a few weeks ago for 20 quid, so I'm actually a bit annoyed by that.
Oh.
But no, this is great because when this game first released, it was like full price, talking 50 quid. And
Very
it
expensive,
was,
wasn't it, as well?
It was very expensive.
Yeah,
And it was very
that's what it
expensive for a
was.
long time as well. Yeah, and I think if you're a hardcore fan of this, then great. Personally, I prefer Civ 5, but Civ 6 is good.
Which is one we played? Is it 4?
We play 5.
We played 5. 5
Yeah.
is good. I like 5 a lot.
5's good. 5's
Yeah.
great. But yeah, this is Civ 6, and it to be honest, it's definitely worth if you're gonna play it. Definitely go download it for free because it's definitely a steal for free. That's amazing. It's a great game.
Yeah.
And you could have hours.
I'll be
and
downloading
hours
it
to
as
play
well.
on this. Yeah, I'll definitely be down. I'll be downloading this on there.
Just add it to library at least.
Yeah, I'll let you boys in on a little secret. On my Epic Game Store account, I have about 90 games. Yeah, I bought 2 of them.
because of all the free to play
yeah.
game stuff. Yeah,
I've got one and I bought none of them.
To be fair, yeah, I bought I didn't buy Hades and something else. I don't remember, but yeah, I've probably got a voucher for that as well. So yeah,
that's great though. That's great. It's good to see that that they're giving out free games and stuff like that, and that is a really big title. So yeah, that's great.
No, massive.
That's
Especially
more impressive than GTA.
on the back of GTA 5 as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
James.
Yeah,
Behave.
exactly. Yeah.
Behave. Next story. Bishop. Speaking of games you bought,
on.
you bought Borderlands 3, right?
I did. I bought Borderlands 3. Yeah,
Back
day one.
Borderlands 3. Have you been?
Of course I
Are you still in there playing it, or are you? Have you fallen out of the trade now?
No. Borderlands 3 was, don't get me wrong, a very good game. But for me personally, as a hardcore Borderlands fan, I'm probably in the same boat as a lot of people. Borderlands 2 is still better with all the DLC and stuff. It's still a very good game, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't know. I'd get it cheap if I was going to go back and buy it. Kind of thing.
I won't buy it.
Jam, I was going to ask you. You were playing Borderlands 2. Did you ever get Borderlands 3? No.
No.
Cool. I have just a quick
Play
one.
Borderlands 2, but
Just a quick one then. The next DLC is being announced. Borderlands 3. I've clicked on an advert again. I'm so sorry. Borderlands 3 Bounty and Blood. Bounty of Blood. Sorry, I can't read. A Fistful of Redemption. Based heavily on the westerns of the world, like 310 Humor and all that.
Is this part of the season pass?
This is the third pack.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Cool. I'll definitely
inspired
be
by
playing that at some
westerns,
point.
and it's releasing on June 25th. And are you not going to go back to this, Bishop, or have you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't actually played any of the DLCs for this game just yet. Even though I've got it, I will be playing them at some point, definitely.
No.
have you finished Borderlands 3 yet?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, completely.
Completely, mate.
But yeah, I'll definitely go back and play the DLCs at some point, and I'll report back to you and let you know how it.
I await your report, sir. I'm looking forward to it greatly. Yeah, Well, I'd say Gearbox pisses me off. Randy Pitchford pisses me off, so I'm getting it when it's really, really cheap. To fuck them, do you know what I mean? And then I'll jump in with you, Bishop, if you're up for that.
Yeah, sounds great.
You know what I'm saying? Would you be up for that, James?
Yep.
Of course you would.
I'm down.
Yeah, standard. Just another quick one here, gentlemen. Do we play Ultimate Team at all?
No.
Ultimate Team.
FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah, my favourite game of all time.
Bishop's favourite
Bishop
game
plays
of
it
all
in Terraria.
I have revenue update from EA.
Don't even want to know.
How much do you think Ultimate Team has revenue was since its since its birth?
$1 billion.
Close, but you're way off, mate. EA net revenue from Ultimate Team fiscal year 2020 is $1.49 billion.
We're in May, by the way.
This is Daniel Ahmed. I think that's from its inception.
May.
It's from its inception. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I think it's from its
I see it.
Yeah.
See.
So the fiscal year, like in 2015, it's from 2015. It's like had $1 million-ish spent on it, which is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Insane.
People love opening packs. They'll tell you that for free, mate.
It's actually quite upsetting to see this because I mean. For us, I remember when we, obviously when we were younger, we had like cheats and stuff like that that we could just install into the game. You just type in a few buttons and stuff, and we got some cheats and stuff like that. And all of the game basically came out at the right time, on release day. Whereas now we have all of these microtransactions and stuff like that. And
who's the biggest advocate of that?
Me, and I'll put my hands up and say straight up, like, yeah, I know I'm bad for it, right? But this is the thing, is like it's really bad to see this because, I mean, it's just almost does feel like gambling. It's almost like a gambling addiction, but without having.
There's been a bit of friction about that, hasn't there? With Hawaii wasn't happy
for quite a while,
and Belgium I think weren't happy as well with loot boxes and games and stuff.
They banned them, didn't they?
Yeah, I think Belgium might have done. I think Hawaii
especially for like the younger generation. We're talking like Fortnite and stuff like that, right? These games are
Fortnite's free, by the way.
Predominantly, yeah. But that's the thing, is these games are predominantly. For the younger generation, and what does that do to those younger generation when they grow up and stuff like that? Are they going to have even bigger gambling addictions than me?
Normality,
I mean?
Isn't it?
Yeah,
they are brought up with these games. And
there's something to think about in it because we do need to be careful. But Hugh makes a good point in the chat. He says people wonder why Pro Clubs doesn't get any updates, which is another mode in FIFA. Because I think Pro Clubs is the one, correct me if I'm wrong, Hugh, is the one where you are the character and you play with other people in the team. Is that right, Hugh? I haven't played FIFA for years.
Right. Okay.
I think, and that stuff like that doesn't get updated. Yeah, cool, cheers.
Yeah.
So, and then the game's what, 50 quid?
Yeah.
Do you need to charge for it at this point? Or can it be, Ultimate Team can be its own thing? And do you know what I mean? There's a lot of questions.
if they can charge for it,
they will charge for it, to be fair.
That's the whole point, isn't it? Like,
very, very good point.
Pro Clubs updates every year.
Yeah.
There it is.
If you can charge for something, a gaming industry, a gaming company will. They just will. That's just how they work. Is it right? No, of course it's not. For the consumer, all this kind of stuff is really bad. But I don't know. I mean, we could talk about microtransactions all day, every day
of the week.
And God, we could have a massive discussion about this. And it's not a great topic, and I don't like microtransactions personally, and I'm sure all of you two don't either. But
I don't mind supporting the games.
I agree. Yeah, if a game was predominantly made free to play or whatever the case may be,
or cheap enough, then
that's fine. Although I'm not a huge fan of free to play games myself. But if it's to help and develop it, to give money to a developer, then I'm all for it. I would do it for Terraria, and I'd definitely do it. I remember I definitely did it for Monster Hunter World. Because I was excited to see the franchise actually expanding and getting better, and helping smaller developers is definitely worth it in my opinion. But
definitely,
if you're a huge AAA company, EA, cough cough, it's that's where it gets a little bit. You have to kind of draw a line, kind of thing.
You make a point, but remember, FIFA Ultimate Team came out as a separate entity when it first ever launched, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. You have to pay for it, didn't you, or something? I think
it's like 15 quid.
Going back though.
It was like 2008 or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What I'm gonna have to do, lads. We're gonna have to go for a quick break because Zoom's shouting at me to tell me to upgrade to Pro to carry on the meeting. So I'm gonna move to Discord. I know. So we're gonna have to move to Discord. We'll be back in 2 minutes, folks, in the chat. If you can just hang on. I do apologise about this. Won't be a sec.
No worries.
Sorry about that, guys. bit of technical issue there. Bill Gates wanting some money off me. Hugh raises a good point in the chat. If Pro Clubs was brought out as a separate entity, which was another one. Hugh's going mad in the chat here, guys. 100% could do. Basically saying that if Pro Clubs was its own entity, it would be better than more money than Ultimate Team offer. Bigger than Ultimate Team. But they can't have it bigger than Ultimate Team because they can't charge you them money. Unless you want pink hair and they want to charge for that and stuff.
Yeah, they won't. Unless they want to start making money from both. Somehow. If you know what I mean. I think FIFA 20 was the worst performance sale-wise in the past... I think that says 10 years. Yeah. Basically, boycott EA. That's what he's saying. Yeah, well... Boycott FIFA.
Yeah. Next story.
Yes, moving on. Let's do this.
Moving on.
Jam.
But we have to clap. It's 8 o'clock in a second.
I've got 8 o'clock now. Should we just give a...
I have as well.
Thank you, NHS. All the truck drivers who deliver our food. You know, hard times.
Takeaway drivers.
Yeah, takeaway drivers. Give me some of that munch, mate.
Winston's going off.
We are very grateful here at the Casual Report. I'm sure Hugh's grateful in the chat.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. What these guys are doing, and we're just whinging about video games on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, we are very grateful. Thank you very much. Moving on. Jam.
Yes.
You have PSVR, right?
Yes.
Is one interested in the Iron Man game that's coming out?
One is going to download the Iron Man game.
Yeah, there's
the demo at least.
The demo dropped just out of nowhere this morning. It's on the screen now.
Know.
If you're watching live.
I am going to download it.
Yeah. You interested? Are you going to buy this game?
I don't know. I'm always like with a VR game.
Yeah.
But
that's really cool.
The demo, I can try it. It's cool.
You get
definitely try the demo.
You get a suit if you download the demo, and the game will be released on 2 seconds. July the 3rd.
First person game. Why do I need a suit?
Exactly. Why do you need it?
I see my arms, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like Overwatch skins. It's like, why have I got a skin?
Probably cutscenes as well.
Yeah, maybe.
To be cutscenes, but
possibly, lads. Gentlemen, if I could just get serious for a second.
Yes.
I know what
you know what I'm saying now. We know.
Yeah.
What we've all been waiting for. Us 90s kids have been waiting for this since the dawn.
Big announcement.
Huge announcement. Let me get the article up. This comes from Ian Walker at Kotaku. Is telling us all about Serious Sam 4, but there's a catch, gentlemen.
Okay.
If you want this bad boy,
there's a trailer.
Yeah. Is there a trailer? There's a trailer. I'll get the trailer up in a second.
Yeah.
I'll get the trailer up in a second for us. But if you would like the game on console, you'll have to wait for it because it's got a Stadia exclusivity deal, but it'll still be on Steam. It'll be the game will be released in August.
It's on Steam's homepage now.
Is it? Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The game's being released in August on Stadia and Steam, but you have to wait till 2021 if you want it on the console. Gentlemen, what do we make of that news?
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Are you? You probably get it on PC, right? Anyway.
Yeah, first-person shooter.
Yeah, first-person shooter. What do you think of the Stadia exclusivity deal?
Don't care less.
Don't care.
See, I'm totally on the other side for this one. Definitely, this is. I mean, personally, so this is kind of on two ends. It's a big and bold move for Google. I think that they're doing this obviously so that they can kind of get a big game out there and kind of get their Stadia kind of sort of out there to the world a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is not a console seller. I mean, yes, great. Well, we're getting Serious Sam again, but I don't think it's a console seller. I don't think they'll sell some Stadia off of it, but I don't think it will do much.
Most people
I don't think so either.
Yeah, most people are going to get it on PC. Are going to get it on Steam, aren't they?
Yeah, Steam. Yeah.
I think personally, this is just a big loss for PlayStation and for Xbox fans.
Google paid them that wedge.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they did. I think obviously this is a great thing for Google Stadia because obviously it means that they're getting their name out there more. It's not necessarily about the sale, really. The actual sales of the consoles or anything like that. I think this is just to try and get Stadia's name more out there in the press at the minute because obviously it's, let's face it, we haven't really heard that much
dead in the
about
water in
Stadia
18 months.
Yeah, exactly right. That's how we feel about it, and that's probably how they feel about it at the minute. That's probably no doubt that's what they feel like, and that's why they're trying to push to try and keep it out there, trying to keep the news coming for Stadia. But this, I don't know. I just think this is a really bad, really terrible thing for the console players, and I think it's a loss. But just my opinion.
I don't know where Stadia are going to get off though, because if you own a PC, you're going to get it on Steam probably.
Yeah.
And
probably,
if you own a console, you just went, oh, so let's get it next year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see a situation where maybe the casual, but they're just going to wait.
I don't see there being massive die-hard fans that are sitting there eagerly waiting for it. There may be one or two, but I don't think it'll sell Stadia.
Yeah. No.
It's not true, is it? Let's be honest with you.
Exactly.
Next story, gentlemen. Platinum Games. Are you guys familiar with Platinum Games?
They made that
glorious game.
Chain.
No. How dare you, sir? No. Platinum Games are my babies at the minute, so they can do no wrong.
I'm aware.
They have laughed off my Xbox sale rumours.
Yeah, I don't think they'll.
Because they've just had a recent investment from Tencent to basically fund whatever the fuck they want, really. But Andy Robinson from Video Game Chronicles telling us all about this. He had an interview with Inaba from Platinum Games, and he said, "No, just no, it's not happening."
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good move. Shouldn't be sold to Xbox.
I mean, they were in a bit of trouble before Nier come out. Because Bayonetta, everyone likes Bayonetta, but no one buys it. It's one of them, and no one. Do you know what I mean? If it was 5 years ago, maybe they would have gone for it. But since the Tencent money, that wedge, that they've got stakes in Epic Games and Activision as well.
You wouldn't see a Platinum gamer like let's say they made something on the grounds of Astral Chain again, and it was owned by Xbox. That thing ain't going on a Switch.
No. But Nintendo funded that, you see, so that's why it's on Switch.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though. But
then,
I mean,
the next time
yeah,
you're right, because if they wanted to do that again, they were like, because I think they were doing it, and then Nintendo saw a demo, and then they're like, right, we'll give you money for this because this is cool.
If someone showed you a trailer from Astral Chain, you didn't know what it was, and you said, "What console's that for?" Or what does it look like it belongs on? It's easily a Switch thing.
Looks nice.
I think they'll carry on doing Switch stuff.
Oh yeah, because
obviously you got your silly, stupid Nier games as well.
Mate, Yoko Taro, where's my game? Well, do what you want. You can do no wrong either. But where's Nier 3 or Dragon Guard 4? Right? Yeah, whatever. Do it, lad. Bishop, do you have anything to add to this or?
Not necessarily. No, I don't really know too much about Platinum Games, so. No.
That's fair enough. No worries then. We shall move on, lad. Some more sales numbers for you, boys. How many copies do you think Grand Theft Auto 5 sold?
All of them.
All the copies in the world.
What, since 75 since million. Launch?
Since launch. Not including the free ones off Epic Games.
I mean, I can see the actual thing right now.
I'm just going to show you anyway. It's 130 million units, which is absolutely insane. For who's not got that game?
It's a lot.
Who keeps buying
at this point,
everyone free.
Bear in mind, they do state that this does not include free copies of Epic Store either. So,
and you see,
so yeah, that's a big number.
Daniel Ahmadi's a video game industry senior analyst at Nico Partners, who says there in his bio. He's a cool guy. You should follow him. He's quite funny. He's British. He's got that sense of humour, that whip. Do you know what I mean? Borderlands 3's there, Bishop. 10 million units. Does that surprise you, or do you expect more?
10
or less?
million units. I mean, he states underneath here, Borderlands 3 sales are up to 50% versus Borderlands 2 in the same period. So that's great for Borderlands. I mean, it's definitely, obviously, they've 50% extra compared to Borderlands 2. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah, that's just probably from the anticipation and hype of people that like.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is I think so. One of the things that Borderlands 3 did absolutely brilliantly, in my personal opinion, was their social media before the game released. They were absolutely on it. They were to the point, and all the time they did such a good job at selling this game that was coming out. Now, obviously, they must have spent a lot of money on that, actually trying to get that kind of hype going for the game, which, in my personal opinion, is great. I think they did a great job of it, and that's why they're 50% up. I think personally, and I think they deserve it. They definitely deserve it.
I'm just gonna throw it out there that the Phantom Menace did better than Return of the Jedi at the cinema because of the hype.
Sex Pistols didn't win anything.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But speaking of Star Wars, sorry to interject, Bishop. Empire Strikes Back's 40 years old today.
It is today.
40 years old.
Andrew remembers that.
That's crazy.
Sales numbers, Hugh. It's done. Sorry, dude. 2 seconds. It's done.
Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2, 31 million units as well.
Yeah. Anyway, next story, boys.
Right.
Bishop.
Yes.
Has the PlayStation 5 already been bested by a mid-range gaming PC?
Yeah, so I looked into this a little bit, and
Matt Hansen over at 2 seconds.
Tech Radar.
Tech Radar, thank you, James.
Shut up, you.
Gives us the gist.
I added this, by the way.
Was it you? I thought it was Bishop.
It was me. I added this just to point out the fact that yes, I'm pretty sure a mid-range PC will be at the PS5 and the Xbox One, whatever it's called, the Xbox Series X. Because what's a mid-range PC nowadays? $1,000? We're gonna buy a console for 550 quid, and people go, "Oh yeah, but a mid-range PC could beat it." Well, shut up! Buy a PC then. Play The Last of Us 2 on your PC.
I unfortunately missed half of that fume because apparently my internet connection went down. But
I'm fuming.
Oh, now he's buggered off.
He's wrecked me Discord.
He's wrecked it. There he is.
Wrecked me screen.
I'm Bishop now. Oh,
you were a bit. You were both dead for a bit. Oh,
but I was just to touch on that. I only put it in there just so people are comparing specs. Was just
there
some
he
of the
is.
games.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
So you wrecked me screen then, Bish, mate. What are you doing?
I apologise greatly on that one. I have no idea what happened there. My internet connection just decided to
technical difficulties.
But anyway, regardless, I liked Jam's little tantrum there. It was great.
Yeah. Because it's warranted.
From what I saw, anyway, from what I heard. But yeah, I can see what you mean definitely on that one, Jam. Because
I'm just gonna throw it out there. The first iPod was something like 160 times more powerful than the first mission to the moon.
Jeez.
We can compare it all the time. Stupid.
I agree. I definitely agree with you on that one. I think if you're a hardcore gamer like us, we don't really care about this kind of stuff, do we? Really, let's face it. You know, at the end of the day, we kind of
see
PC
5 to 7 years
is always PC is always going to be superior and bigger in terms of specs and stuff like that. It's just kind of one of those. It's just kind of how it goes. And let's face it, consoles get released a lot less than hardware does from PCs. And I think you're right. I think it is a little silly to kind of just kind of help me, Jam. Yeah, it's just silly to compare. It's difficult to compare. It's silly to compare.
That sort of stuff.
The PS5 SSD as well, which is apparently the closest one you can get for a PC now is about $1,500 for an SSD, but eventually.
And like an 875 gigabyte SSD,
something like that. I'm not too sure about the specs, but it's going
so
to go
we
down
can go
and down.
We can go into that specs.
Yeah.
My graphics card, it does and will cost more than the PlayStation 5 or Xbox One, and then the rest of my PC build with it as well. It's stupid money.
I'm pretty sure you can get a PS3, a PS4, a PS4, an Xbox One, and a Switch for the price you pay for your graphics card, ish.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you could just about squeeze it.
So PC's better. Yeah, well,
obviously it is.
10 years of what's it? A decade of PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live on my graphics card.
The things with stuff like this is that if you're on a tight budget, this is kind of why this kind of topic is useful, because obviously you have to realize, let's face it, me personally, I'll probably go out and buy probably one or two of these consoles, but if it came down to a choice, like we were discussing last casual report, where we actually had, let's say I had £500 to £600, and I had no other choice but to choose one of these consoles or a PC, what would you do? And I think that's where it gets a little bit more interesting, and this kind of topic starts to be a little bit more important.
A little bit juicy, mate.
Yeah,
I always say go where your friends are. Or if you have an exclusive you want to play, just go and buy the one that's got the exclusive you want to play. There's not, I don't understand patriotism for plastic boxes. I just don't get it. Like, Hugh buys Xbox, that's where his friends are, that's all. Do you know what I mean? I think that's right. Hugh. Is that right, Hugh?
That's Windows, not my PC. It's Windows. Windows is a mess. I stand by it. Windows is trash. Moving on. I have 15 minutes.
Yeah, moving on. Swiftly, gentlemen. Oh, I've got rid of it. 2 seconds. Gentlemen,
big story. Massive shock.
This is the big story. This is the big one. The biggest shock you'll ever see in your life. This comes from Eurogamer. It's Tom Phillips, the news editor at Eurogamer, gives us a story. And you might be surprised.
Shocked.
Are you ready for the shock? There's going to be a Call of Duty this year. Never. However, we have a name. According to Eurogamer and this leak that came out yesterday on Twitter, it'll be called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This isn't the box art, don't worry. This is just something that somebody mocked up.
Expert Photoshop.
Yeah, expert Photoshop. Okami.
Absolutely.
I believe Okami, this Twitter user here, is a legit Call of Duty leaker, and they have backed up this leaker's claim. Eurogamer have, so it's pretty much set in stone that this game's going to be called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. What do we think?
Cool, yeah.
Fine. I'm down. I don't like futuristic nonsense, so that's why I didn't like the last however many Call of Duties were. This one I have more. No, yeah, but when they bring in futuristic nonsense to things that aren't futuristic,
I can see.
Stick with your guns. Go complete one way or the other. Don't go in the middle. But when they started running on walls and stuff like that, I was like, no, shut up. That's rubbish.
Yeah, a bit weird. It doesn't belong.
New game's good. I actually watch Lortz play it quite often when I'm at work and working. She's decent. It's a good game.
Oh, Lortz is there. How are we, Lortz?
What are they going to do with Warzone? Are they going to keep it Modern Warfare Warzone? Are they going to do another Warzone?
Right, so first thing you need to realise is that this obviously is developed by a different studio. They do this every year. So every year they kind of change between Infinity Ward and Treyarch.
Yeah. Black Ops.
Yeah, this is Treyarch. Yeah, this is Treyarch. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I was never a huge Black Ops fan, so I don't really know too much about the whole Black Ops side to things. But
is the first one with the numbers? Sorry to butt in. Is the first one with the numbers on the chair? Is there a chair?
I'm pretty sure that the artwork that you're seeing there with the Cold War.
Yeah, that's the Black Ops one. But,
that's the original Black Ops.
In the game, the main character sits in a chair and he's getting tortured, right? Is that the one?
I believe you are correct. Yes,
right, okay.
I
like that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about. But yes, so obviously it's made by a different team. Personally, over the past few years or so, I believe personally that Treyarch hasn't been that great at making Call of Duty games. I know for a fact that the vast majority of people that like Call of Duty will disagree with me on that one. But yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, obviously we need to see more before we can even really comment properly.
See anything.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm sure they'll. When do they usually announce Call of Duty? Is it nowish or it's usually at E3, right?
Nowish. It's usually E3 June, July, released October.
So we should see a trailer soon, or like it'll be
yeah. relatively soon.
Who confirms August? Thank you, Who. So Jam, anything to add?
Not really.
Are you interested in a Black Ops Cold War game or?
I'm not interested. I'm straight like whatever. I'm pretty sure I'll still be more interested in Modern Warfare.
That's
the next one.
Yeah.
But I'm open to it. Like I say, if it sticks with his gun, it's in the 1960s, and I'm not seeing flying spaceships and bright pink guns and stuff like that. Yeah, cool.
1960s Cold War. Big spaceship comes over the thing. I'm like, nope,
yeah,
I'm out.
Cuban Missile Crisis and all that. I'll take it.
I've not played Warzone yet, Hugh, but I am interested.
Neither have I.
I am interested. And release is usually about the 9th of November.
I'm shy to
November, right? Of course you are. People have been on Call of Duty for their lives, mate, and you're just jumping in for a few games. You're going to get murked.
Oh, yeah, but I'm also learning how to use keyboard and mouse again.
Anyway, let's keep going. What else
on.
we got?
Moving on, gentlemen. There is another, believe it or not, video game showcase, online showcase, which focuses mostly Japanese developers, called New Game Plus Expo. Does any of that catch your eye, or are you New Game Plus? So Sega, Atlas, Arc System are there, SNK, Way Forward, Koei Tecmo as well. What do we make of that?
Koei still exists.
Koei still exists, mate. Yeah.
For one of my favourite games of all time. And it's not Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, it is. What is it?
Guitar Man.
Oh, cool. Is that? Oh, of course it is. There you go. Guitar Man remastered. You heard it here first, gentlemen.
I'd be all over that.
Of course you would. I want to see Atlas. I want to see Persona 5 Royal West release, because why the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Lucy's actually got it ordered in from Japan.
Yeah, but it's Japanese.
And you can play it in English.
Oh, can you? Let's do that. Play Asia, is it that site? Yeah, go on there. Boom.
I think so. Yeah,
off you go, mate.
Actually got it.
Yeah, and apparently there will be footage of the new Guilty Gear game there from Arc System Works. Bishop.
Cool.
Does any of that catch your eye, or is that not your bag?
I mean, really, the only company I know there is Sega, but
you know all these.
I probably know a few of them, but
SNK.
I probably know a few games.
Yeah.
But anyway, anything like this, any expo like this is brilliant.
All for it.
Absolutely all for this kind of stuff. The more games that get released, the better, which is great. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. The beauty of shows like this is it gives you a chance to look at, potentially check things out which you wouldn't normally check out. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you're watching a direct, let's say a direct or something, you watch this, boom, something comes on. What's this? Don't like this. Yes, I do. Bang, sale. Yeah, but that's on June the 23rd at 8 AM PDT. Someone good with times help me out with that one. What's that stand for?
It is.
Well, whatever 8 AM is that. I'll translate it for you soon. But yeah, last story for the day. It's just a quick one. It's just to showcase the dominance of a certain European developer.
I enjoy seeing this one.
You did enjoy seeing this one, James.
Yeah.
If I was to tell you that CD Projekt Group, which includes Witcher 3 Wild Hunt developer CD Projekt Red and digital distribution platform GOG, has surpassed Ubisoft to become the most valuable video game company in Europe, would that pique your interest? Right?
This is really cool to see.
Would it not?
Do you know what? This is the perfect example of quality over quantity.
Yeah. This comes from Gameplay Mechanics, who wrote this article for us. I can't see anything. It doesn't have an author, but go to Gameplay Mechanics if you want to check this out as well. Oh no, yeah, it's
down.
Bartos. I'm not going to even try and butcher that one, but it's that. Yeah.
It's Bartov Sobchak.
I mean, this comes after. You remember, this comes after Ubisoft had to delay quite a lot of their games because of the poor performances that Ghost Recon and stuff like that did, and they delayed a lot of their games that were coming out this year, didn't they?
Of course, yeah.
Like Watch Dogs and Ghost Recon, they pushed back Gods and Monsters. They also Assassin's Creed wasn't pushed back. That wasn't announced at the time, was it? But, yeah. What do you make of this, boys? Are we happy about this?
One thing to obviously one thing to talk about here is just bear in mind that this is up to this point in time, obviously, and Ubisoft have got 5 big games coming out towards the end of this year. So
CJ Projekt Red have got 1.
Yep, they've got one big game coming out at the end of this
Game
year.
of the year, boys. Let's go.
And
obviously,
I'm buying that one over that other 5.
Of course you are, mate.
But that's the thing is, it's good to see that they're competing, and that's a great thing. You know, a bit of competition in the gaming industry goes a long way, and it's good to see that this team of game developers that started off. Let's face it, they started off relatively small.
Ever since Witcher 3, really, there's just bloomed.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see, like, because Witcher 3 is, I know, it's not Jam's slice of cake, but it's a quality game. I think even
I would agree with you. I know it is.
Yeah, it's hands down. It's rough when it first came out, but it's the best DLC I've ever seen in my life. And even I like Witcher 2 a lot. First one's a bit rough, I gotta be honest with you, but Witcher 2 is really, really good as well. And the Gwent card game's doing all right, and the storefront that they've got. This is CG Project Group as well, not CG Project Red, but I think it's still the statement still stands. But we have to think that when Ubisoft's bigger games come out, like the Assassin's Creed's coming out, new Watch Dogs coming out, will this be similar, even with Cyberpunk? Which will be interesting to see, and I'm sure we'll keep you updated on what's going down.
I think
there.
Cyberpunk is definitely going to push them further. Let's face it. That game's been out. The hype around that game right now is huge, absolutely huge. So yeah, I don't doubt for a second that game is going to cause them to keep growing even further than what they already are. And
they'll grow. They'll do more. Might not see another game for 6 years, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was the final story, boys. Bishop.
Yeah.
It's time for unpopular opinions, and you've wrote one here on the doc, which has caught my eye, mate. Do you want to explain yourself, mate?
So yeah, this is a bit of. I mean, I just kind of came up with this on the spot, but I know for a fact that there will be some other opinions towards this one. So this is going to be interesting.
Let's do it.
So my kind of unpopular opinion is that that publishers and social media are ruining the gaming industry for the consumer.
Explain yourself, sir.
So the reason why I say this is social media, in my personal opinion, is to begin with is right. So let's say you've got this game that's coming out and you want you want to be able to play this game spoiler free. You have to then be away from the internet for however long to actually keep yourself spoiler free from those games. And yes, fair enough, that is your own kind of that is your choice. But like for instance, I bought Monster Hunter World, and they spoiled so much of that. They spoiled so much of that game before it released, to the point where I kind of really didn't enjoy the game that much because they'd already shown so much of the game. So that's the social media side of things. I think that's the reason why I believe that social media is ruining the gaming industry a little bit. And publishers pushing games out the window too early. I understand they had to have windows and stuff like that in order to actually gain money and all this kind of stuff. But publishers kind of ruining the reputation of smaller developers and stuff like that. I think personally, and we could talk about this for a long time, but those are kind of what I believe.
If you want. Yeah. I'll save one till next week. We'll go to Hughes now. Super Mario Galaxy is the greatest Nintendo game ever made. I mean, Galaxy is great, so I'm not going to disagree, but
I can't vouch for that because Smash Brothers exists.
Smash Brothers is here. Zelda's here.
Mario Sunshine.
No, that's probably better than Zelda.
No.
Yeah. Mario Sunshine, correct.
Sunshine's janky as shit, mate. Shush.
Tremendous game.
Jam.
Yes.
Did you get your forgotten gem for this week?
I did. Before I throw it up there, I know I need to go in a minute.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, I'm sure we can end this before I need to go anyway. My forgotten gem. We kind of play this game all the time. Well, a lot of people play this game, as we've talked about Grand Theft Auto all the time. My unpopular game that I think needs a remake or a comeback is The Getaway.
Oh my god, I forgot about this game. Holy hell.
So this game No, this is the second one.
Second one, 2 seconds.
But this game, captured like living in London and everything like that. I mean, for the graphics and that at the time, it captured like the nitty gritty of it all and things like that. And they literally modelled a section of London perfectly, roads in the right places and things like that. I used to be able to travel my route to the city centre from where I used to live, kind of.
Legit, had to do that.
But it was awesome. In the game, I was doing that. I was like, oh, I know this, I know this place. And obviously, that relates to me more than everyone else. But obviously, we relate to people living in London. But I'd rather see that remade over a GTA London. But we nearly did get a Black Monday, that one's called, a getaway for the PS3. We had a trailer for it and everything, but it just never got made.
Oh, no way.
But I'd definitely take that again. It was a great game.
Yeah, man.
God, man.
Awesome
This is, crazy.
This is 4K 60 frames. This is not what it looked like back in the day, by the way.
Yes, it is. That's what I remember.
Throw out there. It is not what it looked like back in the day.
It's such a good game.
If you can check it out, it's not available to download, is it, on any?
No, you buy it on the PS2, my friend. Or
if you go on eBay,
not saying that E word.
Check that out. Well, that about wraps up the casual report for this week, gentlemen and ladies in the chat, of course. Thank you very much for joining me. As always. Bish, will you be streaming Terraria soon?
I will. I'll probably do a bit of Terraria tonight, maybe.
Cool, there you
possibly.
Go. Check that out. They'll be there. It's a good laugh, to be fair. Travis and NS join you, is that right?
That is correct. Usually, more times than not.
He'll be on it anyway, hands down. And the big game in 30 minutes from now. So if you're watching this on YouTube,
going live within 10 minutes.
Yeah. There's Jam's Twitch in the chat. Jam, do you want to? What is it again? The Indie League.
We've got our first playoff game in the Indie League.
Round 2
at 9 o'clock tonight.
So this is a knockout stage, right? Is that right?
Yeah, these are knockout stages.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome stuff.
So we have 3 rounds and then we move to semi-finals. Finals.
Cool. Best of 3, right?
Best of 5.
Is it best? It's always been best of 5, or?
No. The knockout stage is the best of 5, and then semi-final, final, the best of 7.
Best of 7. Wow. Be sure to check that out.
With the MVP, Hugh. Yes, shout out to Hugh with all his badges.
Shout out to Hugh, who's about 400 badges. Grant is playing well. Grant's playing well, right?
Yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah. So hopefully win tonight, and then we can discuss on Tuesday on the show. See how you did and see what's going down. Again, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining.
Tuesday will be the day that we probably get next week's one re-ranked.
Hopefully. Anyway, thanks so much for joining, guys. In the chat, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. See you in a bit.
See you guys.